Oh, hi. So it says I'm now live, so I imagine I think that's probably the truth. If anybody is watching this, thank you so much. I'm actually on the set of a music video right now, so I'm in this trailer, and the meowing is Benjamin. And first things first, I just wanted to say oh, Benjamin just tried to jump on the table and then fell off. Sorry. I wanted to say thank you so much. I woke up to the most amazing news today, and it was actually Todrick going, "Is this real?" And it was a screenshot of someone had said, "Hey, there's all these nominations for You Need to Calm Down." And I was like, I don't know. And so I went online and I went on MTV's website and saw that there actually are 7 nominations for the You Need to Calm Down video and 3 for the Me video. So thank you to anyone who watched those videos. So excited, especially just the fact that I got to work with such amazing people, the collaborators and co-stars on these videos. I've never had that much fun in my life. So to get to share that with them is the nicest thing ever. And so it's a fan voted thing. So if you wanted to vote for it, I wouldn't object to it. I wouldn't be oh, don't vote for us. In other news that's really exciting in reference and kind of in relation to You Need to Calm Down, the Equality Act petition is almost at 500,000 signatures, which is amazing, and I appreciate it so much. To anyone who signed, keep telling your friends about it, keep writing your senators, and hopefully soon we could be at 500,000 signatures. Yes. So I wanted to talk to you today about a few things, actually. As you may or may not know, I have an album called Lover that comes out in a month. So that's crazy. And so it's a month away, and I really wanted to kind of pick up where I left off when I was talking to you on a live stream that I did a little while ago. And I was telling you on that live stream that there are 4 deluxe editions of this album that are each filled with completely unique content. And I didn't really elaborate on what that was. I didn't really tell you what that was. And now I want to show you what that is because I'm so excited about it. It has to do with, I really started brainstorming about something really special to do when you guys pointed out to me that this is the 13th year of me putting out albums, which is my lucky number. And so I figured we've got to do something. And I was thinking about the concept of it having been 13 years since my first album came out. And so I thought maybe it would be cool to do something sort of retrospective, sort of looking back at the times that we've had together. And I do a lot of thinking about time, the passage of time, lessons learned, memories. And I think that, oftentimes when you live your life and you go through ups and downs and you learn things, when you look back at your past experiences, you look back at them with that insight of oh, this happened and I learned this because of it. And we sort of add value or kind of sort of insight to our memories. So when we look back on our memories, it's not the same as when we actually were going through them. The only way you can actually have an accurate representation of what it was like when you were going through something is if you were to have written about it at the exact time you were going through it. And I don't know if I've really talked to you guys about this or anything, but I've been writing in diaries since I was 13 years old. And I've written about pretty much everything that's happened to me. And, I've written my original lyrics in those diaries, just feelings, lessons, things you go through. And that's been one of my ways of coping with things. I need to either write songs or write something in order to process life, good times and bad. And so I want to show you something real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to be really honest with you. I've never done the thing where you turn around things. So it's the first time I'm going to do it. It's a big moment. So these are my diaries, and I got them out of the very secret place where I keep them all, and I went through them all and read them, and you'll see they have these little like post-it notes everywhere. That's because when I went through them, I marked pages that I thought that you may be interested in seeing. And so these are the deluxe editions of the album, and there are 4 of them, and in them are 120 pages of my diaries. And to give you an example of that, like, here's my actual diary, here's what's in the deluxe edition. So they're just scanned. And so it's, it's everything from, one second, just going to turn this around again. It's everything from pictures drawn, photos of that time in my life. I used to like tape stuff in my diaries. That stuff's all in there. And so I'm just going to show you a bit. So basically there's like, it starts like this. There's a foreword that I've written. It starts with "This journal belongs to," and that's from one of my journals. And it kind of goes through these like, each one of these has 40, or each one of these has 30 pages because there's 4. So there's 30 pages of journals, entries from me in each one of these. And then it goes to, there's lots of pictures and stuff. And then it goes to your opportunity to turn this into your journal and process things in your life by writing about them. And then at the back of it is the CD and the art and the booklet, and so that is what I kind of had to like show it to you in order to, it would be harder to explain it without being able to show it to you, but now it's done, and you can go on Target's website and you can pre-order them now. If you're in the US, if you're outside of the US, you can go on my website and you can figure out how to get them. I found some crazy stuff in there. I found like the original lyrics of All Too Well, which I didn't even know that I had in my diaries. So I was like, it's everything from being 13 and coming home from a bad day at school to, Grammy night to, processing my life changing as a teenager, all that good stuff. I felt like I've really been sharing my life with you I've always used kind of the metaphor of like, I open up my diary and share it with them. And the fact that they accept me for that is why we have such a strong bond. But this is taking it a step further. This is like actually doing it. But I'm really excited about sharing this with you because you've really been there for me and you've made my life what it is. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to like kind of celebrate the 13th year of this thing we've got going on. So that's not the only thing I wanted to talk to you about today. So with this album, like I've told you before, it's the most songs I've put on an album before. There are 18 songs on the album, and so there's a lot that's covered emotionally, and I really wanted to give you track 5 before the album came out. So track 5 is kind of a tradition that really started with you guys, because I didn't realize I was doing this, but as I was making albums, I guess I don't know why, but instinctively I was just kind of putting a very vulnerable, personal, honest, emotional song as track 5. Like my first album, track 5, was called Cold As You. My second album, Fearless, track 5 was White Horse. My third album, Speak Now, was a song called Dear John. My fourth album, Red, was a song called All Too Well. Track 5 on 1989 was All You Had to Do Was Stay, and Reputation's track 5 was Delicate. So because you noticed this, I kind of started to like put the songs that were really honest, emotional, and vulnerable and personal as track 5. So that has definitely happened in the case of track 5 on this album, Lover. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. There's like a vast part of this album that I worked with Jack Antonoff on, and he is phenomenal. We've worked together for a while, and I'm so proud of the work that we've done on this album. And so I wanted to show you a song that we had done together. The song is called The Archer, and I really hope you like it. It will be out imminently. Like I think it might even be out right now, if not in like the next 3 minutes or something. So you don't have to wait till midnight or anything. It's just gonna come out soon, like real soon. And I really can't wait to hear what you think of it. There have been a lot of Easter eggs that have been pointing to this song because I love this song so much. There were Cupids playing in the band during the Me music video. There were there have been arrows pretty much everywhere. I've been drawing arrows through hearts and stuff. And then the most obvious Easter egg, my friend Haley was kind enough to unveil that Easter egg. In the You Need to Calm Down video, Haley was doing archery and the arrow hits a bullseye that says 5. So I told her about the whole thing and I was like, will you help me with this one? And she was really like cool enough to do it. And so yeah, that was all I had on the list of things to talk to you about today in my brain. And I didn't know that the VMA nominations were coming out today. And I just am so happy and so grateful and so happy that this is happening with, this music. And You Need to Calm Down was the most unbelievable experience to get to make something with people you love so much and to make something that just was such a blast, and I'm so proud of it, and I love you guys so much. The album's out in a month. It's crazy. August 23rd. So there's going to be some stuff, Oh, I forgot to tell you, The Archer is not the next single. It's just a song that I love on the album, and I don't like, I know that can get really confusing about like songs that come out before albums, but I haven't made a video for it or anything. This is just kind of like sort of a glimpse into another side of the album that I wanted to show you. What else did I want to tell you? Did I have anything else? Oh, you can pre-order the album if you feel like it. Not mandatory, but if you want to, you can pre-order it, you can pre-add it, pre-save it. There's so many ways you can prepare for this album to come out if you wanted to. I am going to go back and finish shooting this music video, which you'll see soon enough, which I really hope you like when you see. It's just all really exciting. I love you guys, and you're amazing, and I will undoubtedly see you very soon.